This guy spent 365 days building his dream home in the middle of nowhere. Let's find out how he did it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Hyang Update, where a bunch of guys, or maybe one guy or two guys, are going to build this absolutely amazing 5-star villa in the middle of this like random forest in Nowhereville. It's going to be absolutely insane. It looks like they're making room for a swimming pool, a bedroom. I don't know how they're going to build it all futuristic like that picture, but I am excited to see. Let's go ahead and let's pop open my snack of the day, my bag of nuts. If you guys are snacking, comment down below what you're snacking on. If it's nuts, leave a like on today's video. These guys are already putting in some absolutely amazing work. I feel like the video just started. And they already have a structure that would probably take me at least, I don't know, 50 days to try to build by myself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I think videos like this might be a little bit fake. Well, not fake like AI. I think that it's actually two guys out there in the middle of the forest building stuff, but I do believe that these guys probably had some help along the way. Maybe, I don't know, like a camera crew, or maybe they have a bunch of friends in the forest that are like supplying them with all of these materials. Or maybe they also have giant tractors and other heavy machinery to help them out. I just find it hard to believe that these guys are actually able to do this much work by themselves. That was a really cool shot though of them like overnight actually building through the night. Most of the time they kind of just like cut back to daytime. They don't really show nighttime too often. So maybe this is legit. I don't know. That's actually a really cool tactic that they're using. Okay, wait. These guys might be legit, guys. I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm gonna be on the lookout for like any sort of tracks or trails or evidence that they might be cheating this challenge. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, they have an absolutely fantastical looking structure. Look at that. And I mean, they built the entire thing basically with like, it looks like bamboo and wood, and like they're not even really using rope. They're using like some sort of like fibrous material from like other trees and plants. Now I am a little bit skeptical, like where are they getting all of this prefabricated stuff? Like they just brought out like a pre-built roof structure, and I don't know where they got it from. Like, is there a Walmart in the distance that they're shopping at? I don't know if Walmart even sells stuff like this, but they're actually doing like a lot right now. This is kind of incredible. Okay, these guys are sick. These guys are extremely good. Dude, look at that. Okay, so they just like fully, you expect me to believe that they just dug out that entire area by hand or with shovels and like little baskets? That would literally take days, maybe even weeks to move that much dirt by hand. These guys should have like 6-pack on top of 6-packs. They should have like the biggest muscles on planet Earth if they actually did this legitimately, right? These guys are insanely powerful. I don't know, guys. I really just don't know. Because those lines down in the dirt, I mean, they look really good. And then they just jump cut and boom, they have like a staircase just built already. I mean, it could be them doing it by themselves. Don't get me wrong. These guys seem to know exactly what they're doing. But I don't know, guys. There is something kind of sus about it. Like, everything just looks a little bit too perfect. Also, what's up with, like, the texture in the walls underground? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but, like, they have, like, some sort of, like ribbed texture to it, which is kind of a little bit strange. I feel like maybe some heavy machinery might make the walls look like that. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to say allegedly. I think maybe they had some help. But I don't know. If they didn't, this is insane. They're building a winding staircase in the middle of a forest, guys. This isn't even like your backyard forest, right? This is like in the middle of probably a foreign country, or maybe they're in California. Actually, I don't really know. California has some spots that kind of look like this. Okay, never mind, bro. This looks like a jungle in Africa. Are they not worried about crocodiles or alligators? Also, yeah, take a nap, bro. You guys have been working probably for like 72 hours straight. Are we about to like hop into one of his dreams? Oh my gosh, we actually are. Wait, this has never happened before. Is he dreaming right now? Or did we just jump cut back to dinner time? I really can't tell. Whatever is happening though, ladies and gentlemen, that meal looks awesome. What are they eating? It looks like some homemade rice, and they have like a giant piece of chicken on a stick. I love me some chicken on a stick. Did bro just catch a fish? Oh, so he was dreaming. That was actually a dream. I was not expecting that at all. All right, so they just caught those 2 fish by hand. They didn't use a fishing rod or anything. They didn't even use bait. They just found these fish. Now, I have seen other survival videos where you can find fish like this. They kind of like hide in holes, and you can catch it with your hands. So it could be legit, guys. Once again, I don't want to say for certain that this is fake, but I will say it is kind of sus. What are they cooking in the middle there? Oh, wait, is that the rice that like this dude was dreaming about? Even though he wasn't technically dreaming, because that was a real shot of both of these guys having like a nice giant chicken on a stick with some rice. So this is technically their second meal of the video, guys. Oh, this is nice. Oh my gosh, look at that. They're enjoying some nice tea. I think I see some like a tray of salt down there. And just behind them, bro, they have a ginormous futuristic looking mansion. And just like that, they are back to work. They do not stop. They literally are machines. I would be kind of a little bit concerned about the amount of flame and fire you're putting near your very wooden house. I don't think it's fireproof, guys. If this was Minecraft, that whole entire structure would be up in flames in like 2 seconds. Next up, it looks like they're building some sort of like concrete-ish outer layer. So they're going to be able to drape this over the wood in order to make something that is a little bit more secure and also probably waterproof as well. So this is actually legit. I do believe that they're probably doing this all, maybe not just them two, but a lot of people are probably there helping them out because it takes a while to do this, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something that you could just do in a few hours. They have the entire roof to build. Like, there are people that do this job actually in the world, and like they probably spend 8 hours a day just on maybe one roof. So the fact that these two guys are doing not only the roof but the entire structure is insanely impressive. Look at them go. They're patting it all down, and then eventually it should dry. I also didn't even realize, but they have a tree going through the entire house. This is like Jeff Bezos from Walmart. This is like Wish.com Jeff Bezos. This is awesome, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is so cool. Okay, what part of the house is this? Are they building... Is that a radio? Okay, smoke. So they're building maybe a furnace to cook stuff? Okay. Or maybe a smoker. That could be the case, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. All right, so they're making it... Oh, wait. Okay, so it kind of looks like giant concrete bricks, which is going to be perfect for putting a fire in. So if they put a fire in the bottom, right, then they'll have the smoke go through the roof. So they'll have like a pseudo chimney situation. And then they're going to be able to actually heat the house and maybe even cook stuff. What? Okay, this is awesome. They're adding in some green plants for photosynthesis. Very impressive. And yep, he just put a flaming torch. Okay. All right. I would be really worried if I was these guys, bro. I know that they're professionals and they know what they're doing, but they just put a bunch of flames and there's a bunch of wood right nearby, guys. I mean, it is kind of looking almost exactly like the structure in the picture. This is crazy. And I really haven't seen like too much evidence that there are giant machines that they have been using. I mean, everything is like basic 1400s medieval level tools, bro. They got shovels, they have hoes. They're playing Minecraft IRL right now. This is actually crazy. I need you guys to comment down below, like, what do you think actually happened today? Did they do it legit? Or is it all kind of a little bit fake where they had some help, they used some machines and stuff? I really don't know. I like to think that they were able to do this themselves, but that is so impressive, guys. I mean, shout out to them. If they did do it themselves, the fact that I think that they use machines, it just makes it all the more cool that they're able to actually do this by hand. These guys are beasts. I need to know where this is. I need to find it, and then I want to live there. At least for, like, I don't know, a day or two. It doesn't have electricity or, like, running water or a television. I guess I could bring my iPad if I want. That would be kind of sweet if, like, after they were done actually building this random mansion in the middle of nowhere, that they listed it on, like, Airbnb or something, so you could actually stay there. What are they building here? A water slide? Oh, that cannot be good. Look at that. Bro just probably got, like, 75,000 splinters going down that thing. All right, well, it is nighttime again. The mobs are about to spawn. Prepare yourself for a creeper. What is this thing? I love how they just have, like, basically infinite cement. They're just able to make it constantly, 24/7. They have so much of it, just pre-made somewhere. I don't know how they did it. It's kind of like in Minecraft when you make a cobblestone generator and you just are able to get infinite cobblestone. They have that, but in real life, guys. What the? Okay, I thought it was going to be a water slide. Maybe it still is going to be a water slide. Oh, look, ant. Okay, so there is a third person out there that is videotaping. So that does confirm that there's definitely a third person, right? A lot of the shots have been still shots, so I wasn't really sure. But yeah, there's definitely some third dude out there that's just filming the entire thing. I would want to be the cameraman if I was a part of this crew, because everything else looks like it would probably make me feel dead the next day. These guys are doing, like, the most difficult manual labor I think I've ever seen in my entire life. These guys are insanely cool.
This year, Asda have thousands of Christmas week delivery slots from only £2.
This is how I imagine most people were, like, back in the 1300s. That, like, if you just wanted to build your house in the forest, you could. You didn't have to ask any permission. You could just go and do it. But then, you know, you would have to worry about, like, other people coming, and then they could technically fight you for the house. So you did have to worry about that. So I guess it is better nowadays. I wonder if they have, like, permits to do this. Okay, I kind of just glaze over the fact that they are pounding stones into the ground. Why? What are they doing? What is that? Okay, they have... Is that... No, I thought it was smoky, but it's not. They have some sort of, like, sand-like stuff? Or are they just making more concrete? I think that's what it is. It might be like concrete mixture that they probably picked up from Home Depot on their way to the forest. And if you mix that with a little bit of sand and water, I'm pretty sure that's how you make a variation of concrete. I mean, I don't leave my house too often, and I don't really build things, so I am no expert when it comes to this. But I've played enough video games to know that I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. They're making some sort of, like, concrete insulation thing so that the water that they eventually fill this up with, because they're standing in the pool section, right? So when you put in water, you don't want it to go through all of the dirt and then the water kind of just, like, goes away. You want it to stay in the area. So I think that's what they're doing. They're, like, fully building a pool. These guys not only are house builders, they're professional pool contractors. I love how also, too, they just have the picture in frame 24/7, so you can look at, like, their AI generated picture of, like, their dream house, and then you know that they're actually building that. Like, I actually thought that this was going to be, like, I don't know, just like a small little version of it that, like, kind of looked a little bit like their picture. No, I could not have been more wrong. This is awesome. I would try to live here. Again, not forever, but just for, like, a few days max. They just made color. How are they? What the? This is literally when, like somebody playing Minecraft for the first time, bro, just discovering things and building stuff, and they're just doing it. Okay, that is, I do have to call foul, sir. You somehow got a bowl and you got a paintbrush out there. You definitely brought that from home, even though it's not, it's not like a modern paintbrush by any means. They got stuff that looked very on theme for the survival video that they're making. It looks like they could have technically built it if they wanted to, but they totally just went to Walmart and then just got the most rinkiest, dinkiest paintbrush that they could have found. Let's see. Oh, wait. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Wait, guys, I gotta point something out. Do you see something in the back here? Wait, there. What is that? Did you guys, wait, you guys see that, right? Something in the middle of the screen just started like flickering. Are they using AI to cut stuff out? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if that's the case, but that was kind of sus. Okay, back to the video, I guess. We're just gonna assume that everything's legit. So they're building an aqueduct water system, which is what they did in ancient times to bring water from one area that like actually had water to a new area where they wanted water, mainly for like plants and stuff, but I guess they could have done it for pools as well. Did they have pools back in like the ancient Roman times or ancient Greek times? Probably. I mean, I guess most people probably just like bathed in creeks, or like if you were rich, you probably had a bathtub. But most people probably did not have swimming pools, because that is a lot of water that probably could have been used for drinking water. Let's see. Oh wait, they're making some sort of like giant stone staircase? Is this just for show, or is this like something that they need to support the slide? I can't tell. Okay, they're grabbing a bunch of gravel. Maybe they're trying to find some flint, make a flint and steel, go to the nether, get the wither boss and battle that next. Who knows? Huh, okay, so they want the red rock there. I guess they're using that as the flooring for the basement? I think they're in the basement. And then they're pounding it down with like their log technique. And he made a chair. IKEA needs to take notes, ladies and gentlemen. That's how easy it should be to make anything from IKEA. You take one part, you take another part, you slam them together, and that's it. I swear when I go to IKEA, it takes me 5 hours to build a simple chair or a simple table. Maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know. But whatever they just did, that was awesome. Maybe these guys are Swedish. Wow, they have loungers? Okay, I'm gonna call cap on this being comfy. That can't be comfy, right? There's just no way. They're literally laying on logs. What did they just point to? Is there like a helicopter? Are they about to make contact with people? Imagine they're in a national forest, right? And imagine you're just walking through, like you and your family went on a hike for the day, and you see these two dudes building the Parthenon out in the middle of nowhere, bro. They're building a legit castle. I mean, I would join in. I'd be like, hey, like, how can I help? You don't even have to pay me. I want to live here for the night. Well, they just have made an aqueduct. I mean, this is pretty standard for videos like this. They're able to use different sized bamboo. They click them together like they're Lego pieces. And then bada bing, bada bamboo, they got running water. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, guys. I also don't know if this is legit. Like, they do this in the video, but they don't show the whole behind-the-scenes process. Like, they go to the river, right? They put a little piece of bamboo in there, and then they jump cut back to their actual house. And then it just magically works, and they have tons of running water, and they have a waterfall, and they have a water slide. It's so cool if it actually is legit. But, I mean, I don't know. Who's to say that there's not just, like, a giant truck pumping water there? I don't know. We'll never know. It could just be movie magic. Alright, the water does kind of look a little bit gross. Is that a frog? What the? Dude, that is a giant toad. What's happening? Oh, are they making an infinity pool? Is that the idea? Oh. What? Okay. They plugged it up for some reason. Interesting. Okay, so maybe they want to have a pool that, like, has a drain. So it's like a big bathtub. So if they want to, for whatever reason, get rid of the water, they can just unplug it. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. I'm no expert. Also, where did they get all this grass from? Okay, I'm convinced they went to Lowe's or Home Depot, because you can literally go to Lowe's or Home Depot and you could buy this. It's called sod. It's like little patches of grass. All right. So at the very least, we know that they did buy some stuff from the big places, right? I mean, I'm just picturing these two guys at Home Depot. They just show a picture of what they're trying to build, the picture that we've seen multiple times. And then the Home Depot guy is like, oh yeah, don't worry, bro, I got you. And he just gives them all of this stuff. Imagine these two guys are Home Depot workers. I honestly would not be surprised. The people at Home Depot are like master builders. They're like Bob the Builder on steroids. Wow. All right, so they left for like a few hours, and now they're back, and pool is filled. That's awesome. I mean, there's something just so epic about these two guys that they're just walking around with torches, just like chilling, having a blast, having some snacks that they, I guess, caught themselves. I mean, this guy has really cool tattoos. I'm jealous. I feel like I'm one of the boys. Just hanging out. Oh yeah, pool party. Pool party. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, pool party, pool party. Oh yeah, oh yeah, pool party, pool party. The vibes have never been higher. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that might be it. We're getting a full tour of the entire place. Who's that? Did they invite over friends? I mean, that would be the first thing that I did if I built a mega mansion with my bestest buddy. I would invite everybody on planet Earth that I knew for an epic outdoor pool party barbecue. I mean, they would probably have to buy plane tickets, and they would have to bring lots of mosquito and bug repellent. But other than that, it would be an absolute blast. Comment down below if you guys would stay here for one night if you had the opportunity to. Oh yeah, cannonball time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boys. Okay, so I can now see why they made the overflow section. It literally is an infinity pool. So the water that overflows, like, gets, I guess, circulated back into the system, even though there isn't really much of a system. What are they doing now? They're adding rocks? So I guess this is like their filtration system. That's pretty cool. Nice. All right. Cool. They're just doing the finishing touches, guys. I mean, that's insane to me that they built a legitimate waterfall. Oh, they're going to put plants over there. Oh my gosh, just when you thought, ladies and gentlemen, it couldn't get better, it's getting better. This is awesome. Okay, that might be slightly a little bit too much water for the plants, but I'm not going to be that guy. Wow. It's like, that is a substantial pool. That's like, what, 4, 5 feet deep? Okay, wait, I gotta, guys, okay, I just want you to look around, right? In the background of some of the shots, there's like some weird stuff going on. Like over here, what is that? Why did that little area, and also too, right here, there's something weird going on, guys. I can't put my finger on it. Like, they obviously built this, right? But why does it seem like they did some, like, weird CGI, AI, After Effects stuff? I don't know. It's very confusing. At the very least, I mean, this all has to be real, right? Unless this entire video was AI. That would be kind of shocking. Whoa, oh my gosh, they got the GoPro out too? These dudes are not playing around. Oh my gosh, they got the drone? I'm looking out for like anything that might be sus, but honestly guys, I think we just witnessed two dudes build one of the greatest outdoor mansions ever in history. They just spotted a rainbow. This video just keeps getting better, ladies and gentlemen, which is probably why it has like 75 million views. Because that was, I think, the greatest outdoor mega mansion build I've ever seen. And I mean, they're just celebrating right now. They're just rubbing it in how cool they are. They're making steak. They have peppers. They have tons of food. We have slow motion shots of these dudes just enjoying life. I am so jealous. I'm stuck here in my office with a bag of nuts, bro. And these guys are eating like kings. I mean, I guess I could just Uber Eats everything that they're having right now. But it's not the same. I gotta put on my VR goggles if I want any sort of experience like this. Wow. That, you know that's gonna taste so good. I can't believe they're out there making steak and rice. It's making me extra super duper hungry. Now I'm gonna have to order Chipotle later. Oh, wow. They made like a little hot sauce. That's gotta be scrum-diddly-dumptious. I mean, what else is there left to do? This is it. This is living. This is peak luxury. I'm just sad that they haven't added any other people to this. This needs to be shared. Start up the Airbnb, ladies and gentlemen. We need this. Oh my gosh, it got really dark really fast. Don't worry though, because they have Minecraft torches. And they're just gonna casually take them inside. Do they have a bedroom? Do they go home to sleep? Or, I mean, they've probably been sleeping out here. If this is totally legit. Oh yeah, they're just gonna, yep, chill and take a nap. I mean, it's probably not the comfiest bed. But one more trip back to Walmart, and they could have some air mattresses out there in like 2 seconds. That was incredibly cool, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome home, brother.